Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. This is the Outer Wilds. Oh my goodness, I did it again. It is the Outer Worlds. I cannot get those titles. I can't get those titles straight. This is the Outer Worlds playthrough part 3. I am the Armchair Grump. And over on the couch is my guard dog, sleeping. She ran away from me. Last time, we did quite a bit. Last stream was, last video, if you're watching this on YouTube, it was 14 hours. Hopefully in the future I can break these up a little bit, even if the recording is that long. I'm still working on getting an external hard drive and some software for editing videos. But we did quite a bit. We landed on the groundbreaker. He met a few new crew members. One of them was Alex. Another one of them was named... Sorry, not Alex. Felix. Another one of them was named Ellie, who he helped out. And then we helped groundbreakers, captain, fix her engines, and then we picked up some... Oh, we were looking for a key, a landing key or a nav key in order to get to Monarch. So we met with someone named Gladys in order to haggle for the key. It was kind of expensive, so she gave us a mission. She picked up a transmission that would lead us on a job. So we decided to take the job to a place called Rosewater. No, not Roseway. Back on Terra 2. Supposedly it was supposed to be abandoned. Anti-Cleo establishment. But come to find out, it was not abandoned. They were doing secretive some secretive things down there. So we did some snooping around, found some experiments they were doing. We assisted in dealing with some bandits and some raptidons, and we got some secrets of Anti-Cleos. We brought one of those secrets back to turn into Gladys for some pay, and then we eventually got our nav key. We turned in some other quests as well. We went and fixed a radio station or a radio relay for the groundbreaker. So there's quite a bit to do on that. Man, if I'm gonna keep messing up the title, I might as well try and play the Outer Wilds. I think that's what it's called anyways. Just a Freudian slip. I seem to keep... I have it in my head and I can't get it out. Eventually when I get some editing software, I can finally fix those problems. Fix those little slip-ups. Oh, and we ended here with Martin Callahan, the poor man, who has become one with his moon mask. That last segment, if I eventually, I think I'm going to edit that part where we just talked to him for like 5 minutes straight. They gave this poor man an extremely long backstory about him and his mask. It was quite depressing. Alright. Parvati actually asked us to go to the bar with her. She was having a hard time. She was exchanging letters with Junlei Tennyson? I think it's Tennyson? Is the name of the captain, the engineer of the groundbreaker. and she's having a hard time parsing her feelings. Is worried about an old fling Captain Junlei had, and she wanted us to go drinking with her, so we're gonna do that first and foremost. Let's see if I have that. Companion quest, I think. Beacon Sapphire. Boop, boop, boop. Come on, gals. Let's go party. It'd be really cool if they had third person in this. Be nice. No, I never tried. A third person. So.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner? Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert?
No, I told you, girl.
Oh, and
I don't drink.
Don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper.
What's proper like? Wait. Oh, come on now. What's wrong with my perception?
Oh, wow. You remembered. Well, that's fruit and such, right? Okay, wine it is. Bottoms up.
Good choice for getting sloshed when you want to act fancy about it.
Wow, this is really kind of nice, actually. Who'd have guessed old fruit could taste so good? Oh, Captain. I'm pining for June like something fierce. What am I doing?
I don't know.
You're funny. Yeah, I guess we're doing that, aren't we? Crewing together, seeing the stars. It's like something out of a serial. I like the ones with grand romances. And I think I'm flubbing mine.
So she likes the romances, but she doesn't like the physical stuff? That's usually not the way usually it works, but you gotta realize, girl, you gotta push yourself a little bit. It's the way it kind of tends to do. People are physical beings. You gotta push yourself out of your comfort zone if you wanna get into the romance zone.
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all. It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her?
Something ruining my perception? I thought I had pretty high perception.
Well, maybe she just wanted to let me know her preferences. In a less awkward way. But that made it more awkward. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve. Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink. Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy. Hydration, here I come.
Aw, this was just about to get fun.
Shush you. Oh, Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but I'm so scared. Everything? I got a solar system's worth of terrifying questions swirling around my head. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me? There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that?
In a relationship, you gotta meet somebody halfway.
Later, she's not.
You're gonna have to start getting interested. Even if you ain't interested. Say somebody wants to do something one day, and you don't want to do it. If you love the person, you still goddamn do it. That's called love. I'm not saying if you're dying, or, you know, if you're if you're physically ill or something, you know, they're not going to force you to do it or something. But, you know, you do it because you love them, because you know they enjoy it. You know, same thing is sometimes she's not going to want it. She's probably things she's not going to like either that you want to do. Besides, you might kind of realize you might enjoy it eventually.
What if I can't make her happy? Maybe I worded it wrong. I mean, everybody needs things from someone, right? I want to make sure I'm bringing out the parts of me that complement her. Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain.
Yes, but you can. You can't. Okay, girl. There's so many dialogue lines I want to say. To compliment her, right? So you're not worried about you. So there's things you can do, things you can force yourself to do. These things aren't gonna hurt you. You're not forcing yourself to do things that like you think are immoral or wrong. It's not like, you know, you're forcing yourself to kill someone for them or whatever. You know? You know, I don't like the opera, or, you know, say I don't like the opera. I don't like going to the opera. But I know they enjoy going to the opera. I will go to the opera for them. That's the exact same thing. If you really don't enjoy sex, then you know, you don't enjoy the physical part, you don't enjoy the physical relations, then you still do it for them because you care and love them. It's the same thing. I'm certain there will be things that you want to do or things that you enjoy that she does not like and stuff like that. That she will not just put up with. It's things that you will gladly. It's a bit of humbling yourself in the relationship. It's that part where you're not always thinking about yourself. Right now you're thinking about what you want. You know, you need to think about what they want. If that's what you're doing, you're not thinking about. You're thinking about how much she's thinking about how much she's going to be able to do what she wants in the relationship. What you should be thinking about is how much she can do for her, and then in that case, then she can know she gave her it all, and then it's the other person who didn't. You know, if you gave all your affection, if you tried doing all the things that they wanted, and all that kind of stuff, you know. And sometimes there's just times, you know, like I said, like sometimes when it comes down to like the physical, like sex or something, like sometimes in a couple, like someone just doesn't feel like it that day, but the other person's in a really romantic mood, you know, you can still do something for the other person because you love them. Oh, this is a heavy topic, but it's like so what? You expect the other person to be completely without any kind of physical relation Now you said physical stuff too. What does that mean? You don't like kissing? You don't like hugging? What about touching? Like you don't like anything, any of that? Is that what she doesn't like? Like all physical stuff is off the table?
I suppose so, but I want to be my best self for her. A good person, worth caring for. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... Wow.
And that's the point.
So much to think about.
Give of yourself. You submit and give of yourself to the other person. Not always. The other person doesn't take and take and take. And it's reciprocal. You do it to each other. You don't keep a bloody scorecard. You know, I gave today, you give tomorrow, kind of thing. But when it comes to something, you know, someone decides they want to do something, you do it with them, even if you don't enjoy it now. But then, there's times, like I said, like if someone's not feeling well or if someone had a really bad day, then that's when it comes to the understanding of the two. Then you go, the other person's like, oh, they had a really bad day, then I understand, then a different mood changes. Then the other person should be caring about you and trying to help you, trying to help you, then it turns into trying to make make your guys' day, make the person's day better, kind of thing.
Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should? All right. There's no need to strip your screws over it. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel.
Just do it right here, girl.
Well, for being a friend.
We're on the groundbreaker.
Means a whole lot.
We're on the groundbreaker. Do it right here.
This was fun. We should do it again after you send that message.
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? I wish there was a place we could all live quiet together. Come on, let's go.
I think that was the one thing they missed out on, is having relationships in the game. Would have been nice. Okay. Is there no talk to Parvati back on the ship? Happens if I just go on over here. Did I turn out all the questions? Nowadays, everyone's always obsessed about, gotta worry about myself and everything. We always worry about ourselves. That's what it always is. When it comes to a relationship, it's about finally giving in and worrying about caring and worrying about somebody else. The two of you have to, you gotta put the other person forward first. The time when you lean on each other and the other person becomes the focus. So the other person's focusing on you and you're focusing on them. That doesn't mean you like give up on yourself or something like that, and you don't still see to your needs and such like that. But the other person should also be seen. If the two of you are focusing on each other, then hopefully that means your needs are being taken care of, like, or being noticed by others, noticed by each other. When you're having a bad day and down and stuff like that, the other person is noticing these things and trying to help when you need help and things. The other person's putting that foot forward and that kind of thing, you know. You're not in the selfish mode. It's the same thing. You'd be surprised when the more you give, interesting to see how much the giving you've done is reciprocated back to you by others. They see that generosity you give, and people like to reciprocate back to you, and especially in a relationship, it's a very unique thing. Now, I mean, it's always different between each couple. It's those things are always shown differently. They're not always in the same fashion. Each couple's different. It's not always the exact same way. Sometimes, you know, each couple functions differently. So, it's all look a little bright in here. Well, oh, maybe it's just the lighting right there. There's a lot of light going. Well, we do need to talk to the person at Sublight. Let's see, can I get her to talk to Junlei right here?
Dr. Fenhill, I hope you've reconsidered my offer to stay on full-time. My crew are never short on dents and bruises.
I'm trying to live a more balanced life. Gun in one hand, scalpel in the other.
I already knew it'd be easier to teach an automech heart surgery than to change your mind. Fair travels, Ellie.
Groundbreaker's a small town in a big ship, and anyone who spends any time here gets to know Junlei.
We don't see a lot of competent surgeons on Groundbreaker. Dr. Fenhill is my on-again, off-again freelancer. I take it she'll be joining your crew full-time?
I don't like to put a label on things. Let's keep it casual.
If you ever decide to settle down, there's a home for you on Groundbreaker.
No, same things.
I'll keep it down.
See, I want to test this. Can I pick locks, or do I get in trouble? These are things I need to know. Testing this out. I get in trouble. Let's see here. So how do I get her out of here? Just gonna walk right through her.
Speak your mind.
Oh, just turn around.
Great work.
She turned around right at the wrong second. Come on. Girls, come in. Oh, this is a nice place. It even has a bloody curtain or door to their bathroom. leveled up. Got the heal amount granted by the medical. It's the amount of health received from your inhaler when Ellie is in the party.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled access.
I wanted to see. Hold up. Where's the unique item? Oh, okay. That always freaks me out. Oh, we need to talk to Sublight. Sublight. Eyes.
What are you lately? You seem down.
Board patrol nicked a friend of mine. A pirate.
That's why my perception is average. Are those considered mind? I'll know that for the future. I could have drank one of those drinks and give me this one to mind abilities. Well, I already talked to her, didn't I? Did action quest, space time. Isla hasn't heard from her agent, so they retrieved the information he's holding on the salvage location, deliver it to Catherine, Malin, and Fulbrook. Ladies?
C&P Borsworth. It's not the word.
Made your spacious choice when you signed the employment contract from Callahan M to SC Manager, Spacious Choice Manager 541. Keep telling you the head doesn't fit right. There's something wrong with it. How many people have worn this thing before me? It's my life now. Because if it is, I'll take it. I'll be your moon man, but there's won't be anything left of me to care. Are you okay, honey? Doing well, Mom. Thought I'd check in. Engineers visit the shop at lunch. Remember when I used to turn a wrench back home in Terra 2? Lila Hagen over in Sublight told me I could always pursue a career in salvage if this thing doesn't work out. Please give Dad and the others a hug for me. It's really great that we can stay in touch like this. Little reminders of home, more important than ever. Enjoy the quality Space's Choice goods I sent. Get ones just like them at home, but I figured you might appreciate me getting the company discount and all.
When
Wonder
might
if
we expect
you
you out
can.
here again? Canned surface is
Wonder if
already
you can
sold out again.
get Callahan to take that bloody thing off. Funny.
Rizzo's knock you out. A tasty and 6 milk chocolate bar with caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KYO.
Have either of the assault cruisers ever put into Groundbreaker?
Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Against all odds, the unreliable takes flight. Spinning points in school group. It does make it harder to watch tossball matches, however. I'm just thinking of that silly picture of boy on crate. A little kid, crate, medium kid, one crate, tall boy on 2 crates. And the communist version of short kid on 2 crates, medium kid 1 crate, tall boy. Like, I don't give a fuck. Short kid needs it. Tall boy's the one that earned it. Give him his crate back, motherfucker. Give me my crate back,
Nyoko, you got a
motherfucker.
little bit of sick in your tread. There, spick and span. Next time you find Nyoko fixing to barf, you come get me. I'll make sure she hits the can. What did I tell you about stealing? Oh, hey, Captain.
Wait, you just mentioned Nyoko, but she's not even a part of the party.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. Some of the drinks we tried I even liked. I guess it's not all disgusting. And I don't feel it today. I guess that water must have worked. I'm glad I had you looking out for me. I messaged Junlei when we got back, and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos. I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises. Isn't she sweet? Like one of those 2-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal and I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
Parvati's cute. She's a funny girl. Okay. So... is that the end of the quest? Yes. Weapons from the void acquire science weapon on ground bearer. Captain Scylla. Monarch. Speak with Nyoko at Stella Bay. Alright, looks like we are gonna go. I guess we can go to Scylla. Well, I wanna go check out who this Nyoko is first. Let's go to Monarch.
Impeccable timing, Captain. I was about to watch the latest episode in Halcyon Helen's thrilling serial adventure. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. I was hoping you would ask.
The Brain Eaters. Bellamy is Halcyon Helen.
It was the law-forsaken parasites.
Wait a minute. She looks familiar.
I had become obsessed. My quest to stop them. To avenge my partner, Philip. And my ex-partner, Bernice. And Lieutenant Jurgen. And those two informants. Had brought me to Rizzo's distillery. But it wasn't just the triple distilled deliciousness of Rizzo's Spectrum brand vodka that I found there.
She looks a little bit like the girl from, what's it called?
It was death. I made sure the Brain Eaters paid the price.
Seriously, can't remember what it's called.
But at what cost to me?
What was it? A video game. Where it's like, there's this thing called the House. Like the Federal Bureau of Mysteries or something. Dude, I want that gun. Dude, it totally looks so much like her.
It's you.
This is the Halcyon News Network with breaking news. Halcyon Helen has been murdered. Administrator Ludovico of Rizzo's refused to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Who will Spectrum Vodka's next spokesperson be? Claiming that a special investigation must be concluded first.
Might just be the same actress.
Captain, we have a communication coming in from one Administrator Ludovico.
Get off the transmission, Cedric. We agreed to let me do the negotiating. Law be with you, friend. I am Administrator Ludovico of the famed Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. But there's no need to stand on formality. You may address me as Mr. How about not? I apologize if I've struck too familiar a tone for your tastes. Let me get right to the point. Halcyon Helen is dead. Murdered. Her death is the tragedy of our lifetime. As the face of our new product line, her murder is a stain on the Rizzo's brand. She was scheduled to unveil our newest product, Spectrum Brown, before this tragic event. But we cannot move forward with our unveiling until we apprehend the killer.
All right, Ludovico, that's enough. You don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this. Captain Hawthorne, so glad to finally have a word with you. I would have been so disappointed if Ludovico monopolized your attention. Cedric Kincannon, Sublight Underground. I'm so glad we're hiring a third-party investigator. No one wants to see a troop of UDL guards stomping all over my hotel, least of all me. The murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony. I look forward to watching you find the miscreant responsible and drag them out of the shadows. Don't worry. You and I are going to become very close acquaintances. I run the Grand Colonial Hotel and Perea Spaceport. Ludovico and I are business partners, in a manner of speaking. Eridanos is our shared responsibility.
Eridanos is not our shared responsibility. Eridanos is my responsibility, to which you and your organization have latched on like a parasite.
Please, Lou. Sublight Underground is built on discretion. I'm establishing rapport with our new contractor. Let's not give her the impression that you can't be trusted.
Do you really want to do this right now, Cedric? You want to antagonize me while I'm negotiating a contract? Because I promise you, I'll win.
We can do this anytime you want. I'll even make an appointment. I'm sure your schedule's wide open. What with your product launch being indefinitely delayed due to unforeseen murder.
All right, Cedric. If that's how you want to behave, I have no choice but to file an official reprimand on your permanent record.
Oh, please do. I'd love an official reprimand from a failed executive. Could you do me a favor and have it laminated?
Could we please stop this nonsense? Captain, I'm Constable Maria Keene. Hiring a third-party investigator was my idea. I've been studying your dossier. You are an extraordinary scientist. If your talents extend to forensics, then you may be exactly what we need.
Does she have a goatee, or
As far as
is it
I'm
just a
concerned,
shadow?
You're the ideal inspector for this case. I hate to admit it, but I'm a little out of my depth here. I'm used to dealing with rowdy VIPs from Byzantium, not murder. Please, Captain, I'm asking you to help us.
Yes,
While
Shadow.
you're pursuing your investigation, we'll make you a guest of honor at the Grand Colonial.
I encourage you to consider this offer seriously. The future of our complex may depend on your success. I'll leave you in the constable's care. Mr. Kincannon and I must have a word.
Fine. But Rizzo's is paying for that hotel room.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for your help. And even though they may not show their gratitude, I know Administrator Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon appreciate your involvement. Mr. Kincannon could lose his spaceport if board authorities took over the investigation, and if Rizzo's is forced to cancel its unveiling, we might never recover. Helen was more than popular. She gave something to this colony that no product line could ever provide. Real happiness. No one has ever been as well known or as well loved. Outside of our courageous business leaders. I represent the law, Captain. But what's happening between Mr. Kincannon and the Administrator is politics. Politics are not my area of expertise. The law is simple. Politics are complicated. Me? Worn out? Perish the notion. My days are filled with catering to the oh-so-reasonable requests of Mr. Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon. What's not to like? Your words, not mine. Please don't take my lack of disagreement as anything other than fatigue. I am a content, productive, and happy member of our society. The Administrator oversees Rizzo's operations. Cedric runs the hotel and the spaceport. They're always at each other's throats. My life would be so much easier if they'd simply learn to work together.
Transmission terminated. Captain, we are now cleared to land at the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. Eridanos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant. distinguished by a well-defined ring system. The Eridanos atmospheric complex is a system of land masses propelled through a thin layer of the upper atmosphere, where humans are potentially capable of surviving. There are several reasons why someone would hire your services. In descending order of likelihood, they are as follows: desperation, confusion, mistaken identity, inebriation, and genuine faith in your abilities.
Thank you.
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Be interesting when we start doing like colonizing and stuff. Is like, I wonder if, I mean, we're probably gonna have like similar things like prefabricated housings and stuff like this, where they just drop the box down and it like it just kind of opens up, or like peel part certain parts back, that kind of stuff. This going down? No, no, no. We're supposed to.
hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? I knew it. See, I made what you'd call a logical deduction. You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records. Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill. Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly. Oh, sure. It makes Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell. Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though. We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago. Mr. Sandra will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor? I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in? I couldn't really say, I'm just a fan of the game. But the fancy collector types say the more people see these things, the less valuable they are. And I figure my poster's been passed around by more than a few people by now. That's Bertie Holcomb, only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever.
I wonder if he's kin. Dad had family that worked for Rizzo's. I never got to meet them.
Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something? On account of him being the best hacker who ever played, nothing gets by him. He sucks up every ball that comes his way. Well, Holcomb's had a lot of nicknames over his career. Used to be the tallywhacker on account of what he'd do to the score. Before that, he was the slick stick, because his shots were always so smooth. I swear I'm not. At the start of his career, people called him the hack boss, but no one thought that was very catchy. Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Laws. Can't a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace? What I am doing, ma'am, is enjoying the moment. and so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place. This law's forgotten town. Cut off from the rest of the colony. Removed from any culture. I recall when Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals. Before Sanjar took over MSI and got us all booted. Days of consumption and culture. When we weren't squabbling with the iconoclasts for lack of better things to do. Look, you're making me melancholy. Is there something you wanted?
Okay.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding. All over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud. But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you? If you think this is drunk, I gotta, you need to get out more. Sit, partake, buy me a drink and let's chat. Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head. Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set. Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
I will be right back. Sorry about that. I had to go get something to eat, stand up and move around. Did not sleep very well last night. Partially why I wasn't feeling well, so I was about ready to like just pass out and fall asleep. Feeling a little more awake. I'll see how I can go. How much longer I can go, hopefully. If not, we just may have to call it a night early. Which I hope not. Don't think we'll be getting over to Ark, but might be able to play at least a little bit more of this, so.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean, more than usual.
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
So I'm looking for caffenoids. For Nyoko?
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffenoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brax missing, she's working doubles and needs a little edge.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by any time you like, hmm?
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
Quite the bedside manner, lady.
Well, it's so rare I get the pleasure of new company. What can Auntie Abigail do for you? And what a helpful young lady you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits.
Whiskey helps, too.
Please leave medical advice to the professionals. Now, dearie, who's this pickup for? I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra? Isn't it just? I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail? Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry. If so, I would love to know where. Sublight supplies don't come cheap.
I'd hope not. Fleecing's the mark of a real professional.
Believe me, there's nothing I'd love better than to help you. But there's not much I can do. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them. Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room, for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his. The one upstairs, where we store our medicines. In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always searching for the Flower of Enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance combinations. The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties. Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to you, dearie. Chin up, dearie.
I can take a hint.
Oh. See? It still shows his body. I want to go search it actually, still. Find some goodies. Wait, it's stealing? It's out in the middle of nowhere.
Wrap mask and canid eyes, right here.
Please, will someone help me? My boy's in trouble. Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
It's more dissolving than melting.
That is not helpful. Oh, I just knew you were a good person. Agnes, I said, this is the woman to save your little Tucky. And I was right. He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't we help?
Please, won't
Something
you
tells
go
me
and
this ain't
find
no
my boy?
little boy.
He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls.
That
He
or he's
doesn't
a
understand how
he's
dangerous
an
it
adult.
is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers. He should have listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me. Well, I guess I can't ask you to leave the town walls for free. It is deathly dangerous out there. I've got some bits saved up for a rainy day. I'll give you every last one if you just bring my Tucker back to me. I won't even be mad at him running off. You tell him I won't be mad. He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No! And now I just know my boys run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a Manta Queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already. That old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with the nutty iconoclasts, or that he never made it. Sprats could be nesting in his rotting body alongside the road as we speak. Or maybe Marauders got him, pulled all his teeth out, crushed him into their drugs and made him snort them. Oh, the things that could happen to my sweet baby.
Damn, lady, you got one imagination.
Those low-life degenerates, leading innocent boys into a life of danger. Oh, they make it sound so exciting. Like it's noble to risk it all out there, fighting for the greater good. How noble is it to worry your loved ones? Not at all, I say. But still they preach their sermons of anarchy and rebellion to anyone who'll listen. If they weren't holed up in Amber Heights, I'd knock them all upside the head. Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
I can't remember what that game was, but that actress really did look like her. I was wondering if at first they were doing like a play on the fact that, you know, that was her character, but I don't think so. Probably just was the same actress using their that was doing the face model stuff.
Reminds me of the crew cabin on one of my first ships.
Here we go!
What do we got? What do we got? Give me all them goodies.
Here they come!
those preachery places. Mission. Oh. Take the mag picks. Fire wine. Oh. Got us a nice hat. Is that something I can wear? Nice hat. Jelly core. Type. Clothing. Leadership skills +5. Persuade +7. Weight 0. Interesting. Hiding stuff behind pillars, are we? Behind counters.
Nice and easy.
Where's his head at?
Feels like the old bits outside of Edgewater. Used up, unneeded, left to settle into ruin.
Think they left anything good behind?
That's what we're checking. The giant mushrooms? Oh, like giant truffles. Look at those things. These are mushrooms. Oh my god, it's dark in here. Oh, I wish you had a flashlight. Hopefully it lights up. Somebody's got a body. Probably take that perk that you don't have to look directly at stuff for it to light up. Too bad. Where is this thing? It's right over there. This, we got another hole in the wall. Hole in the wall! Oh, is that it? Just one dead body? Now they're residents. Oh, that might be where possibly where the cannibals live. think they put some walls up around this place, huh? I mean, around these houses. They put walls up around their other town. Why don't they keep putting walls up around the other stuff? That's it. Oh, I did get some bonus experience points, so okay. I'll take that. That's good. I like bonus experience points. Who knows, a card might still come in handy even though we hacked it. Already hacked it. Buildings out there to the north. Ooh, this map's actually pretty large compared to the last map we were on. Walk through that little town. There's another little town over here. Cluster here. Big building here. Large cluster here. This is Cascadia. This is where we first landed. This is apparently... This is a whole bunch of really tough beasts are over here. We landed and... like, we barely could put a dent in them. So somewhere along the way, like the level of the animals gets really, really high. Really, like all of a sudden they just spike. So we gotta be careful. I don't know. Hopefully the game will kind of warn us we're going into a difficult spot. What's that? Saw something. Alright. Let's get these caffenoid pills back to Nyoko. Nyoko.
Ooh.
I guess it could be a
Smells
Jap.
like those old Sundays when we'd unload salt tuna shipments at the cannery.
Am I
Could
the only
be.
one getting hungry?
Could be a Japanese name. Nyo. Nyo. It's a weird. I don't know if that's a common, like, junction NYO. Yo. No. 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 Maybe. Well, N. Yeah. N stands out by itself. IO. Guess there's a possibility. I wonder if there's any, like, it's a made-up name or if not. I mean, she's black, so she can still have a Japanese name, but definitely has a spelling. Interesting to find out, though. Yo. Definitely different. Like it. Hello.
You're back. Good news? Bad news?
Good
All of
news.
the above?
Says someone who's never had any fun.
Exactly. See? I'm glad someone on your cruise got some sensible, got her head on straight.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
That was fast. I gotta see about stocking some on the ship.
You be careful. The first one's free. After that, they'll offer you gainful employment. Great. Where to? Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there, there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer.
Lay down.
That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
Sorry, Parvati.
I hope you like being part of our crew, Nyoko. We're real excited to have you.
I don't know what the game's like on Terra 2, but out here, the daintier weapons ain't gonna cut it. Manosaurs require stopping power.
Yeah, but what's left after you're done with them?
Let us see. Oh, I leveled up too. Dog, stop farting. I can smell that, you know. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to do. That. Holy smackmole. 7 DPS. Machine gun, Spicer's Choice. Magazine size. Is light ammo. But... okay. Plasma. I haven't tried this thing out yet. I get her something with a little more damage than thrower. This range damage. about this? Confused. Who's basing this damage off of? Why is she only doing so little damage? Seems she would be doing more damage. What if she was using this weapon? 20 times 6. Seems pretty good. Two. There we go. Range damage 57. DPS 205. Guess the DPS is the biggest, right? Biggest. This is 907 DPS. Seems to be the biggest. I'm trusting that. Alley. Holy crap. Turned her into a tank. 14, 22. Start buying some different armor, methinks. 26 armor, persuade plus 5. Two-handed melee. Barely see her face. That's not bad looking. Okay. Now we need to get her abilities. So, base health, yes please. Increase your sly. Sure. Range damage. Deals damage. Okay, deals bonus damage to creatures. That seems good. Damage dealt by this companion's abilities. Chance of immediately resetting this companion's ability. That seems good. Yeah, more damage to creatures. Seems pretty good. We do fight a lot of creatures. Okay. This away. Let us save the game. On we go. Oh, I want to try out that new gun. What's using this? Is using light. Where's my pistol? Where's that new pistol? Corrosive.
Moving.
Oh. Accident.
Heading back.
So, I think corrosive works better against robots. It's not the worst. This is worst. Ugh. Can you imagine just eating like tumors right off of a pit? Like, ugh. Like tumors. Like tumors aren't healthy. They're cells that like grow continuously, like out of control.
Can we talk?
Oh, sure. That was quick.
Hey, got a favor to ask you.
That was
Figure
fast.
while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
Try not to.
I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous.
Sounds up my alley.
Nothing we can't handle. I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were. I saw it happen. Hell, one of them was in my arms at the time. His name was Hayes, and he's our first stop. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to Barry. Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a mannequin showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then, we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together. Thanks, Cap.
Right. So
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
Okay.
bad. Corrosive weakness. Suffering too many corrosive burns has made you weak against corrosive weapons. Hmm. Definitely gonna see how that works out. Bonus I mean, we take 25% more corrosive damage. Definitely feel like there was something else up here. Back here? There he is. Sketchy low pressure suit. Stinker, hold still. I didn't mean to do that. Crap, now I'm down with the boys. And my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Oh, shoot. Oh wow, she is murderizing everything. Wow. She is good with that heavy machine gun. That is good, good, good. Where's the big boy? Okay, that's the only problem. If you liquefy the big boy, I can't find his corpse. Here, this him? There we go. Hide 38. Okay. So this way. Gotcha. This is what we gotta try out here. So. Scrap mechanic. Uh-oh. Hold still, you little sucker. Oh wow.
I am a storm. That's the last of them.
Oh man, she turns everything into dust. Stop doing that. I wish you could turn that off. Ah! It's actually annoying. A new hunting rifle. Hold up. That hunting rifle is still low level? It's not. Damage 204. It's damage 144. Now it's got lower DPS, but that single shot's gonna... I swear I just heard something. It's not.
Nice.
You know, Ellie, you haven't asked me to do anything yet. You got any companion quests yet?
Something on your mind?
Yeah. You got any companion stuff?
I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook.
That's just stuff she's already told me.
No complaints here.
Incoming, Captain.
The fuck? I think we actually sent one over the edge. So, I think you can get to the other side there, can't you? I think you can. That's the other, okay, yeah. Gotta get all the way, but that's the, I think that's the difficult side. That's this Cascadia side. Side I landed on before, and it was hell. Okay, so this is, if I want to get to Hayes' grave, this is really far away. This, what is this? I can't get through here? Is this, sealed? Chastity's hideaway key? What the fuck? Oh, I should have stayed on a road. Chucks. Here I was thinking I would take a shortcut, you know, just heading that way. I guess not. Road should be this way. It's there. Environment's quite pretty. Very yellow and orange, but quite pretty. I wish they just cut the fauna. Actually, the flora. The flora is very... well, it's quite varied. Pretty. Guessing I'm gonna get hurt if I get into that. But... I wish there was a little bit larger variation. Fauna. Tend to use a lot of the same creatures. Raptidons, the canids, that kind of stuff. Be nice to have
like a wrapped among the rocks.
Unique creatures to each, you know, planet and stuff like that. Trying to see where the weak spot is. Oh, hello.
That does it. Time for a drink?
It's a nice gun. This one. This is nice. This is nice. Level this one up a little bit. Need repair so far. These ever need repair? Doesn't look like it. It's kind of nice. That's cool. Fungal tree. Amber Heights Crossroads discovered. Okay, so I think this is where the mission goes off. This is where we're going for her side quest.
South here. Off the road and down this slope. We've got a decent trek ahead of us.
Something up here too. Something up there. Bandits. Back for that later. This is pretty big. Now, does this go under something, or is this dead end? Go away, they both go south. Holy shoot. We're gonna save. Just in case we get slaughtered by that thing. Is that the weak spot maybe? The face or the orange belly, you think? Orange belly, definitely. Come on, give it back to me.
Mess him up.
To shreds, you say? Here we go!
Not bad. Oh!
Gosh darn it. Okay. Alright, so these manta pillars are something to do with these queen thing, or the doohickey bobber thingamadoos. That thing is one ugly motherfucker. One ugly. Where's the big girl? There she is. So hit the orange thing. It seemed to do damage. That's good. Manti plasma gland. Oops, what am I doing? Anti-carapace. Plus. And what I wouldn't do for having like one of the candids or one of the reptilian things as something. I'd like to have like a pet or something. You can, oh god damn it. It is. Took the bridge out.
Love to get my hands on whatever did that.
What the heck? There is random person over there. Seen. How's our weight doing? 229 out of 250. I knew it. Knew it. Should have gone the other way. Should have gone the other way. It's my luck. Try to cut across here. I'm probably gonna. What? Hit the square button. I'd do that. figure out where their weakness is. Ears? I think it's ears. Where you going, huh? Wait, where you going? Going, huh? You going?
Here we go.
Gotta be the ears. Stop running away. Huh? Get your ass back here. Keep healing. Okay, stop tap dancing. Get up on the bloody rock. It's gotta be these ear things. There we go.
Score, Cap! Don't mess with us.
There, I got it critical or I hit the weak spot, I'm not sure.
These pools don't just stink. They'll take a toe off.
Ugh. This is why I prefer spaceships and clean recycled air.
Like my toes. I feel like I want one of these as like a pet. Have one of them like curled up and you're on the ship. Cool. That are one of the raptidons. Pirates. Let's go. Shoot. Hate this sound.
Damn, but we're good.
I really wish they would turn the sound down. I don't care if it's realistic, it's just really irritating. Sounds like there's ghosts everywhere. There was definitely somebody killed over here. Girl, you gotta stop turning everybody to dust. I'm gonna have to give you a different gun. Boop, 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 boom. Ballbrook Crossroads.
Fallbrook's on the other side of the bridge there if you need a drink. We're only halfway to the mountain, so might consider stopping in.
What? So this is a... like a town or something? It's got walls. I got a lot of stuff in my inventory. Fabricated living, just like home. Oh, I'm about ready to pass out. Happens when you only get like 4 hours of sleep. It's weird being in like this weird zone where you're like awake but not awake. It's just... also not pleasant. This music right here makes me think of Firefly a little bit. Hello, folks.
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits. You're looking for Ms. Malin. On an errand for the boss lady? Oh, that sounds ominous. Yeah. Ms. Malin won't like that a whit. She's not but just down the way. A 10 to 1 says she's either pouring drinks or skinning a sprat in the saloon. Word to the wise, Ms. Malin don't take kindly to interlopers. When I said sprat, I didn't mean the sort with whiskers and a tail. I am here to anticipate and facilitate your needs, patron.
Okay. We'll deal with that later.
No reservation, no problem. Day trippers are always welcome in our saloon. Straight back and to the right. If you hit the falls, you've gone too far. Check in with Ms. Malin. She'll set you straight. Guess it's true. Fallbrook really is the best kept secret in all of Monarch, excepting the Borst Factory's secret ingredient. We're a leisurely stopover for the more adventurous spacefaring traveler. Understand?
Leisure stopover for more space. No.
Man, oh man, it has been a blue moon since I had to break out the Hookem-spiel. Allow me to paint a picture in your mind. A parcel of pure paradise nestled beneath a waterfall within a mountain. We've got activities of leisure. We got proclivities for vice. We got booze and bets and non-communal beds. Sublight owned and run, so you know you're safe while you're breaking the laws. Check in at the saloon to start spending your bits now.
Key.
Sublight territory. Feels like being home.
Hey,
Fallbrook's great. Anything you want, they've got it. So long as you've got the bits.
I just want to sell my stuff so I can get some bits. This... Nelson Mason.
Take a gander at that mug. I ain't ever seen someone so adept looking my whole life.
He means gullible, Captain.
Watch yourself, Captain. This guy's got eyes like a sprat set on stealing your dinner.
Oh, now, come on. All I mean is, well, rather that, you don't seem like the usual pigeons we pluck. No offense, of course, if you are a Byzantium goldblood. Say, I'd like to do you a favor. Might I interest you in a surefire scheme? Wink, wink. I certainly hope you're not insinuating the problem is me. I mean, that would be preposterous. I never do anything under the table. That, Miss Malin ain't aware of. If there's any issue, really, you should talk to her. She's straight back in Malin's House of Hospitality. Oh, right. Well, I mean, if you're interested. Pure and simple, it's like this. I run our drug delivery service. Recently, I had the genius idea to cut costs in half by swapping our autoloaders with faster, cheaper sprats.
Oh, what?
See? I know a fellow genius when I clap eyes on him. Too right you are. Only problem is my sprat carriers ain't arrived from their latest run.
Yeah, they're
As
sprats.
I was saying, you look more capable than most of the hoople heads around these parts.
Probably got
What say
eaten,
you
ran
locate
away.
them and retrieve the goods for me? In return, I'll cut you 5% of the profit.
Holy crap. Shade 134.
Was that sarcasm? I'm going to assume it was not. If it's sarcasm, you've got to show it somehow, like with a wink. My sprat carriers scurry back and forth through the shipping tunnels. Any trail ought to start there. When you've got the goods, I'll be here.
Looking just for one place. Not a place to sell my stuff. Anybody got a vendor? I'd rather not sell at a vendor shop because they usually give the worst. Subway employee.
Want to make a run with me to Stellar Bay? Boss lady told me to take the night off.
Nope.
No, I'm beat. Just got back from delivering to that house with a strange family.
Ah, dry goods and sundries. There we go.
Smell like raw meat and guts.
Duncan Ellie. Hello, Duncan. And Lyanna Reed. Who? Wholesome dry goods and
You shopping for pre-owned or new? If you bloody it, you
guns.
buy it. Store policy.
Give me those guns. Uh-oh. Purchase restricted stock. Hey, Blurry. How's it going? Level 2. Oh, this is from... Oh man, we finally switched spots, man. Last night I woke up. I should have woke up like at like 4 o'clock today. Instead, I woke up at like 9 o'clock last night. I only got like 4 hours of sleep. Oh, exhausted at this moment. Like I'm about ready to pass out. As soon as I sell my stuff, unfortunately, I'm about ready. Gonna probably gonna take off and go to bed. Barely keep my eyes open. Yeah, it was my medicine. My medicine sometimes it just makes it like I don't know, like I just can't like it makes me tired, but I just cannot. My head cannot like I don't know how to explain it. Like my brain keeps going, but just don't shut down. It's because of my medicine sometimes. Mm-hmm. So what we got right now? Why is this showing? 10, no 10, 10. Let's pick up an extra one because it usually doesn't show one that's a my eyes open. 17. Oh, these are level 2. No wonder, okay. This is a better version. EDM tech skills. Yeah, okay, yeah. Alright, I appreciate everyone that stopped in. Thanks for stopping in, Blurry. Sorry I'm hopping off so quick after you got in. I know you stopped in earlier today. Or, yeah, I think you stopped in earlier today, too. I was playing, can't remember now, Bloodborne. So I appreciate it. I will be on tomorrow. I just got so little sleep last night. And, I've been streaming for like 10 hours, too, so, like, I'm just tired. I gotta go crash. I'm out of it. So I appreciate it. Yeah, have a good one. Good evening, afternoon, or night. Hopefully I'll see you later. Alright, bye.